Hello, everyone. Hold on a sec here. Bump that back up. Let's see. Okay. I'll adjust this real quick. There we go. Anyway, sorry everyone for a late start. I was busy trying to figure out how to write a batch file to make it do what I want it to do. Something that should have been an easy peasy job, and I figured out what I was doing wrong, and yeah. Anyway, why does this look dark? Oh, I know why. Brain. That's what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was gonna go back here. Wait a minute. Okay, haven't gone there yet. But this thing is here. So let me. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this game is being weird again with the frame rate. I don't know why. Anywho. So yeah. If you're curious what I was writing a batch file for, it was for doing, because I have, my server is set up for, doing, large language models locally. So I don't have to, like, pay Chat GPT or something like that, for it. Okay, this is annoying. I might have to relaunch the game. I don't know why it's running like poop right now.
You there, the strapping lad with the...
Actually, you know, since we're just in the stream, we're gonna relaunch the game. Oh, still like this is purchase on Steam. I already did. Alright, we're gonna relaunch the game because I don't know why. Sometimes it does this where it's just like it has to I don't know, it's just weird. There's some other things you can do to get it to like, you can get to like recompile the DirectX 12 stuff, and I don't know it. And then apparently there's a way to get it to make it run on DirectX 11. But, well, and the interesting thing is the thing used to recompile it, like, every time I booted the game, and I don't know, it's just really weird.
You there, the strapping lad with
Yeah,
the sword.
see, now it's fine. It's better. It's still a little, I don't know, it's trying. Anyway.
Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Sure I will.
Climb the stairs.
Amply rewarded with knowledge. Your money
Memorize a
for
few
you.
inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is.
Nope. I can't read.
Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. The three of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south,
sorry.
and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some
I just
time.
feel this snot building up
Namely,
in my nasals.
the
and
otherwise
just,
undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions. And
oh,
you'll
I
have no
wish I could.
trouble
It
finding the
probably won't.
stones.
I probably won't do that. But I kind of want to just like, just make it so that it makes absolutely no sense, and it just. I'm gonna bring up the audio just a smidge more. There we go. Just to make it. So he has to try to piece it together. Well, that doesn't
Careful how
make
you
much
pack that
sense, but I guess that's where it is. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, I need to. I think I gotta go up here, right? I saw what it was. Oh, I went the wrong way then. No? No? Okay.
Not a scratch on them.
Yeah, I
Have
don't...
you noticed the elder has been...
Oh, hi, Jill. Wonders of golden plains lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps you'll invite me round to try it next time.
Oh, trying to get into mommy's pants, are you? Anyway. Golden Plains. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give her gracious hand. Wow.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
How are those new boots treating you?
It sounds like tribbles down there. I hear their. I'm pretty sure it's a chocobo, but I'm like, it just sounds like a tribble. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred holds thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. Oh, the mother crystal? I don't know.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
I don't know.
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
Hi.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people?
I got one
Let's
question. He
start
said he
with the
couldn't get up to
engravings
them,
the
but how did he
south,
get
shall
up to
we?
here?
What did it say?
Ah. Oh, I know why. I know what's making the noise. Hold on. I don't need that open. I got my server pulled up on my... I'm remoted in on it, and that's what's making the noise. Let me just make sure there's nothing... I got a notification, but I don't know what the notification was for. Oh, that. I don't care. Go away. Just tell me I got an update on my Intel graphics card. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to close that. Yeah. Okay. the great good Moogle Guardians. I kind of want to try this.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, Sacred
Okay, so it will
hold
let
on
me
noble
do it.
Blood
Just
till
people
ends the
weird.
mother's labor.
I kind of wish I
Pretty
would
sure that was it.
saved before I did that.
It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I
Interesting.
think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Well, it's this one, but
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
I was gonna say,
Too many.
I was gonna say, well, this old man, he got about halfway up and he couldn't get there. My question is, how is he going to get how is he going to get back down? Is he just stuck up here forever and ever? I don't know. Anywho. Okay. Oh, obligatory, pet de doge. Okay. I gotta get down.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down.
Beneath
Yeah,
the
see, he's got like halfway up. Like, what? Or like 2/3 of the way up, really. It's like, Jesus. I don't know. Anywho, let's go this way. I apologize for the frame rate being all over the place. It's just, I don't know what it is. I have plenty of power to push this game. It's something weird with how it's optimized, and like I said, the only thing I could do is
Cities under siege.
delete the DirectX 12 config or what do you call it? Compiled files and have it recompile them, or the shader files and have them recompile the shader files. Oh, hey, it works. And then that would fix it. Anyway, also, but yeah, but for those who don't know, for the large language,
Then let us be rid of them.
large language models, you can run them. Oh, you can actually pretty much you can run it on. You can run language model AI, basically Chat GPT locally, and never have to put it in. As long as you got a halfway decent computer. I mean, I'm not talking you need to like have like a $1,000 computer. You can do it with a pretty low spec computer. Let's go.
Too slow.
So yeah, so I can basically just have like, you know, chat GPT on my wherever I go on my own server and never have to pay a dime. So, but right now, mainly just due to, though actually I could probably actually run that model now. I had Google's latest model and, which is Gemini, but it's called Gemma, is what they call it on if you just download it, because it's all open source. I can actually run that now. I did some work, so so how I have it on my server, I know I'm just talking this stuff, but it's stuff I found interesting and I find interesting and I want to talk about it because it's just me and I want to talk about stuff while I'm doop. I want to talk about it while I'm... I want to talk about while I'm playing video games. I like talking about stuff I like. I like talking about stuff that I find interesting. Maybe some people will find it interesting or, you know, learn something too. They're like, oh, that's cool. I did not know that kind of thing. So at my server I run two graphics cards. One for doing image generation through Stable Diffusion. And they're, you know, I used to have Mid-Journey, and I was like, yeah, I found out that I could do it pretty quickly with, I mean, Mid-Journey is still pretty fast, but in Mid-Journey, there's nothing wrong with Mid-Journey, but I was like, I can do this on my own server, on my own hardware, generate it practically probably just almost, maybe not quite as fast, but still pretty freaking fast.
Is the city fallen?
On my own hardware. So why wouldn't I do that? Oh, wait a minute. I can go this way to go to that one. Oh crap. Let's okay, we're gonna turn around. Sorry. Sorry. Well, this gives me more chances to just ramble on about more stuff. Actually I'm just gonna get the chocobo. But anyway, I run the RTX 2060 12 gigabyte edition for all my image generation stuff. I don't use it as often as I probably should to, you know, make it worth the money, but I paid for the card. But I mean, it wasn't an expensive card by any means, but because it was, you know, it's fairly old now in GPU terms. But the other card I have is one that I originally had bought for the computer that I'm using right now.
Sure this is the right way, brother?
And that is my Intel Arc 770 that I bought pretty much around the time it came out. And it was fairly cheap as far as like performance comparisons to like other cards at the time. You know, the bang for your buck was pretty good. It was like $300 for the card, and comparative cards to like, you know, VRAM and performance on paper, it's a hell of a freaking deal. If you know the history of all the growing pains that those cards had, there's a lot of issues that I couldn't do. You know, one of the things I couldn't use my VR headset anymore with it because of it just, for whatever reason, they didn't implement it. And I don't know why. Oops. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to just keep the... Jesus, it's just sending them up into the air. Okay. Anyway, well, I ran into the problems with it. More than one problem. It's a whole thing. Some people, I think I got a garbage card. In all honesty, I think I got one that was the DOA card, unfortunately. Well, to a point. I mean, it still worked, but, but I was having, like, the BIOS was just, stuff was not running right. It was causing problems just on the computer in general, and it just was not going right. But anyway, that's besides the point. I ended up basically just taking it and put it in my server, because I was like, well, I got this card. It still technically works. I wonder if I can just get some form of use out of it. And I put it in the server, found out that I could use it for image generation. I did for a while use it for image generation, but it wasn't particularly great. It wasn't it wasn't really that fast. And it had its own issues with image generation, and it just wasn't worth it. So I originally was going to try to do a little bit of language model before that, but then I couldn't get it to
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
whoop.
This one.
Anyway, so my first foray into doing language models didn't go very well. I had it just didn't. And then I figured out a way that I saw a guy called I think the YouTube channel's called Dave's Garage, and he showed how to basically do it. He showed basically how to do it without you could set it all up and have it really easily set up on your own computer. Now, granted, for a while,
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
for a while I was just using the CPU to handle it, because I have a pretty decent CPU in that server.
Here's your hide.
Because it is technically it's a server CPU, and it's.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
But it was kind of slow. It did it did the Facebook AI pretty well and Google AI pretty well, but it was just slow because I had to use CPU power to push it. And it wasn't the newest of CPUs out there. It was still fairly new. I mean, the computer itself was built in 2017, so it wasn't like it's a super old computer. It's old, but it's not super old. So, and I had plenty of RAM because I upgraded the RAM in it.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Woo! I got muns. But inevitably I was like, okay, well I'm gonna see, because Intel has been pushing AI support constantly for that, just for their stuff. They have all this resources and everything. They've basically set up those cards so that you can use them for AI generation stuff. And sausage.
The free cities under siege.
Trying to make sure there's nothing else I'm missing. Okay. There's some other stuff I can explore, but I'm not too worried about it. But I should have a clear path now.
Run like the wind.
So I ended up so now basically how I have it so it's configured right now is I have the NVIDIA card for image generation. I have the Intel card for. God damn it! Jesus, we're just gonna go buy these guys. I was hoping they'd just be cleared, but apparently not. And I have the Intel card for chat AI. So but the chat AI thing had its own problems of trying to get Intel to work properly, and it was his own thing of trying to get. Oh, I was not even controlling that. Well, that doesn't look good.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
But, and it took multiple iterations and to get it finally working. Come to find out, today I just learned that Intel actually has their own guide, because I had been fighting with we'll wait to do the cutscene here.
Sounds like thunder.
You're not Gav. Anyway.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
Oh, I
I
kinda.
seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Oh, hey, it's Uncle Byron.
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
Oh,
My
God.
lady.
Whoa.
Hey?
Damn. He's got the hots for her.
My boy. Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's
doing.
Hey.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Alright. It's me and the Doge. But yeah, so come to find out after, because I've been using...
Let's find those survivors.
So I've been using the like GitHub/wiki thing, wherever there's the whole IPEX thing and everything. The instructions suck. They just do. It's written by people who are way above my pay grade on like doing with like coding and stuff like that, and they just don't understand how to. It's. I've ran into that stuff before where it's just like they don't know how to handle it for like the common person trying to. But they just, I've ran into that stuff with like, with just trying to figure stuff out on GitHub, and it's a freaking nightmare. Yeah, stop trying to be fancy. Oh God, okay. Ooh, Jesus. But yeah, Intel's got a whole guide on how to do all that stuff, and it's just... And it's just a million times better because it has like pictures and everything and tells you how to do it. It's freaking fantastic. And like it just takes you step by step, and it does it in such a way you don't even have to mess with the stupid like WSL Linux thing like the other one was trying. Like it's so much. I don't know. The guide is so much better and so much because it's Intel and you know much like Microsoft, they're really good about making it so that people can. I'm trying to open up the... I can't, apparently. Open up the map. And I got it all set up today, and I got it working, and it works perfect. Because I have been doing it, they make a little portable version where you can do it, but that one's also kind of just jank, and it wasn't particularly great either. Sorry, I'm not talking. I have to concentrate a little bit.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
But yeah, they made a portable version, but the problem with the portable version is it doesn't get as updated with the Olama stuff as the regular Olama stuff does for just running like NVIDIA cards and AMD cards. Let's go up here first, because I'm just curious. But like I said, I found the Intel one. I don't know why I couldn't freaking find, because it's dated from like last year. Like it's literally like they made it like literally June of 2024, and it's like, well, shit. Why didn't? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm not very good. I thought I came from the left over there. But I guess I didn't. Did I? No, I guess not. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I came from over there. Oh, okay. But why that guide I could not find on Google? Well, I mean, it's Google, so. Google frickin' search results are terrible sometimes, and don't even find. I've even like tried Bing and DuckDuckGo, and it's still terrible. But I just happened to find it, and I don't remember what I searched for to find it. So if anybody wants the copy of the file and the link, I'm like, I have it. So I can't frickin' see. Oh, that would have been horrible. I guess I'm okay. Apparently I can just hold that. That's really weird. It's kind of cool though.
Get surrounded.
Can't use that stuff more often. It's a good room clear, and I just need to start using that more often. Okay, the thing over here. But yeah, so like I said, of course, Intel makes it super easy, and I got it all set up, and it works perfect, and it's like it works perfect the first time and everything. The only thing that
Joshua and Jill must be busy.
the only thing that I had to do to myself that I had to figure out how to do was the batch file thing, and I figured out, oh, I'm doing that freaking wrong. That's why. Oop. Oh, that is a big boy.
Nice try.
Damn it. The butt.
This is the Agora. Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Oh, stop the phone. Yeah.
So, anywho, that was my whole ordeal. That was messing with trying to get the badge file going. Yeah, but now it works. It's still, the Intel card still causes problems, still causes glitches on my server, but it is what it is. In other news, I did get parts for my Super Nintendo.
These creatures.
Whether or not it will actually
Does Ultimate's reach extend this far?
fix the Super Nintendo, I doubt it, but
Where is your master? What does he want? This one. Over here. This one. Over here. This one.
You've caused quite the commotion.
Oh.
But then I would expect no less from you.
Oh, it's him.
Mythos.
You again.
I
don't believe we've been introduced.
This might be a little bit terrifying.
You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield. They are men, like you and me.
Well,
Albeit
used to be.
ones, unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Savior of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back. You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Oh God.
Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Well, calm down, you little shit. Oh God. I can't see the monitor. There we go. I don't know why my computer monitor does that sometimes. Well. Still doing okay. Oh, okay. Love doing the Titans freaking thing. It's so like, yeah, you can't fucking touch me because I keep blocking your shit and beating the shit out of you with it.
Enjoying yourself? More, your thoughts. Give me more.
You want to die for all this? And you're dead. Holy balls. And I leveled up. Kick ass. New stuff.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Well, so much for that guy.
Clive!
What which is quite interesting because he just like gut punched freaking the guy who played Titan Koopa.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could.
If you didn't do all the side missions, side quests. Oh.
I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh. That's not good. Oh.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
I've got this kick-ass eyeshadow.
Get back.
Eyeliner, I mean, not eyeshadow. Eyeliner. So I can fight.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
Oh.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
I can fight.
Try it.
Oh shit.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Oh god damn it, monitor.
reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Don't kill Jill. Oh, shit.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
She's probably captured, and he's
We must
probably...
pursue the Black Galleon.
The king is probably going to use her as a way to try to get him to
catching him.
join
The ship's going nowhere.
Ultima.
It's the mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
And Alright, let's go. I got some side quests that are open, but I can't get to them yet.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as Sid is.
So, what it be? No scratches, right?
Hmm.
Did last you a good while.
Hmm. I don't have enough desert roses. Ooh. Oh well. Oh.
Yeah, that should do you.
Okay, well. Poop.
That it? Fine.
I don't know why it's doing it again where it's just because I remember when I first upgraded the CPU on this thing and it just I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sword past. Thanks to you, man. Oh, okay. Ugh. I was finally able to put the rest matters that were left too long to fester. With that finally done, I might be able to sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Nice. Thank you. My Lord Marquis. Oh. In your absence, I shall watch over my new charges. In your absence, shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask you do the same for his grace. Oh. I don't know. Yo might be in some competition here. It seems like she's really attracted to Joshua, and Joshua was like head over heels for Mid. So I was like, oh. Okay. What else is new? There's new stuff up there. Map room. Okay. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Now it's down in the 20s for the frame rate. It's really weird. Oh well. I'm gonna talk to Vivian.
What will it be today? How may I help you today?
Here's the latest information I have.
Okay, well, we've killed how many people now? Yeah, so we got Odin's dominant with the bringer of chaos. Chaos. Excuse me. Ultima is still, yeah. Oh yeah, he's still alive. Wait a minute, he was Tiamat? Huh. Yeah, I was curious to see. Yeah, the show. Anyway.
Study it well, Clive.
Oh, sorry for yawning so much.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Let's get this stuff.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. You earned this. Here you are.
Alright, sweet.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Always something in there. How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Yeah, I might come back to it because I think it still shows up on the thing, yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to the Moogle. We got new stuff. I probably should do some of these. Oh yeah, I was going to go talk to Karen.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cache?
One, so I can buy more supplies, and two, she's got new stuff apparently.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Huh?
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Now buy something, will you?
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down?
Oh, well, hell. Not really worth it. I really haven't had trouble with gil at all.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. Is that all?
Yeah. Don't complain to me, Karen.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
Up your butt!
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Oh, wait a minute. She's up here again. Okay, we gotta see what kind of flirtation is, what kind of, new hotness are you, looking at now?
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest, before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
God damn, she just, like, tries to date everyone. Yeah, she says, oh, we're gonna dine with my, yeah, you had no chance with my brother. Yeah.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Oh, is that like a little Russian doll thing right there? That's kind of neat. Something, yeah.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine for letting you.
Well, I'm told to be here.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
Oh, she might take up smoking the old Toby.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
That's the best I can do. Oh.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Aha. It all. I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one is the best. And so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in its first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck. Huh.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of seems like it just caches too much data or something. I don't know.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. We pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
They're accusing me of breaking it.
Yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
It started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
It's a
Well, don't
curb
look at me.
reader. I don't know.
I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
All right.
Just the two I was looking for.
Oh, hey.
Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Oh.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
There we go. Well, we'll do some side quests right quick.
He's a surly soaker.
Yeah, yeah, I need to go down there.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the
Plants are being
morgan
weird.
to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, just on the back to the subject of the Super Nintendo. So I had gotten on Reddit just to kind of search for any help because on my iMac completely lost. I couldn't figure out what was going on with this thing.
If Amber.
One of the first things was stop using the OEM power supply because apparently those are not very good. Oh, there's a thing there too. Jesus. And to swap out the voltage regulator, which may or may not fix it. They might have already had the damage done to it. So, judging by how the CPU is handling the audio, so I ended up ordering another one. Thankfully, Super Famicom's, not Super Nintendo's, but Super Famicom's, which is the Japanese version. The revision that I have apparently are just super cheap. Find them on eBay for really cheap. Picked them up for like $40, and I just needed the console itself, but it came with a controller too. But for whatever reason, the Japanese models are stupidly cheap, but the American ones cost more. I don't know why, because they're the exact same thing. I don't know. But so I got one coming. Hopefully, I gotta swap out the voltage regulator, which I'm probably gonna do this weekend, and then see if it fixes it. If it fixes it, great. If it doesn't, well, it is what it is, and this one will just become a part Super Nintendo. And hopefully the other one is in better shape. We shall see. So, I don't know.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her?
Funny thing is, she was just complaining about Clive and the other guy not resting.
I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Tyre to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Well, Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tyre. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Okay, and then there's another one. Let's take a look-see here first, though. Okay. I'm assuming it's this one. Yep. Marshes of 3 reeds, not weeds, reeds. Okay. Okay, 3 reeds. Come on, game. Let's wait long enough for me to finish the stream, and then I'll redo the DirectX 12 stuff. Though I'm tempted to see if I can get this thing to run in DirectX 11. I wonder if that would fix it.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want?
And that's not it. Oh, I went to the wrong way. Jesus. It said blacksmith, so I automatically assumed him, but he doesn't. He's not looking. I'm assuming it's another guy going, he's just so depressed. Oops. There he is. Yep, it's August again.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission.
and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Alright, let's go over there and talk. Let's see me on some wild errand. Oh, sorry, I was just sleeping.
Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
Your
things
mom.
we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so
I
hard
made
to
one ring
understand?
to rule them all.
Don't be like that.
And they made 3 books on it. Actually, technically
It'll
4.
get you off my back. That ring he flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprentice together.
Hold on.
Back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Zoltan, like...
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came
you
to
can't
blows.
see what I'm doing, but
The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastards improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well.
Zoltan.
Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
Zoltan.
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh?
Actually, he's
That
the
rings a
chef.
bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that.
Actually, my fear quite warm.
I'll see you there.
But thanks for asking. Okay. There's also this one at Martha's Rest. So many things. You get all the quests. 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 Okay, so it's in the tavern. Martha, Martha, Martha.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Do I need to build a new house?
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Okay. That one's opened up. Let's do this one. Holy ballsack. Alright. Well, hey, it's her.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them.
So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved
God,
once
this is gonna be
more.
more of like trying to
We
find.
believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay. And then the last one over here. Lost Wing.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
That's right, they're kind of prepping for war over here.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
To Gotan's Bales then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
All right. I'd say let's do... Okay, so... Well, I'm trying. It's in Rosaria, so it's got to be in this area somewhere. I think I'll just go here first and try to get that done. Get the marble and I'm not gonna fight it right now because it's almost 10 o'clock. I could probably win, but and do it before 10. But I'm already on it. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Sorry for the late start. I guess I was busy trying to get my own projects done before I started the stream. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far and enjoying the playthrough so far. I'm kind of doing kind of a more or less kind of side quest and all thing. Probably not the most 100% complete, probably not gonna 100% this game, and probably not gonna do the. Maybe I might do the DLC. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't do the. Once I beat the main game, probably won't immediately go into the DLC. Might wait a little bit on it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because there is a few other games that I've found that I'm like, ooh, I want to play that. So, and it fits in perfectly for going solo. So, anyway, let's see. As far as streaming, schedule-wise, tomorrow night we have, the return of the Chains of Perdition. Starting Arc 2, story arc number 2, this Friday at 7 p.m. Central right here on twitch.tv/PotatoPlaceGaming. So you should tune in for that. We are starting off in the Amethyst Isles. Hopefully to get some help. I don't know, we'll see. Because we're kind of on the run at the moment, so hopefully we won't get just thrown in prison again and have to escape. Oh, as it seems like we so often do. So, anyway, so be sure to tune in for that. I hope everyone enjoyed the two-part little mini, or like a little reunion. I was going to say one-shot, but I guess it was kind of one-shot. It was a two-part one-shot. The reunion of the Bullies of the Bed Dragon Bluefield. If you want to catch those, they are on both episodes, I believe, are on Twitch. I'll get part 1 moved over to YouTube pretty soon here. So if you want to watch parts 1 and 2 on Twitch, you can, or you can wait till they get out and put on YouTube and you can watch them there. And Leora got married. That's all, if I'm not going to spoil it anybody, I'm not going to tell what anybody happened. But Leora gets married, though. Hey. Excuse me. As far as donation incentives we got going on for the Chains of Perdition, we have a little diva figure with the mech and everything. It's the size of kind of a large Funko Pop. $5 raffle, $5 donation to our Extra Life through our Extra Life team. 2 Extra Life through our Extra Life team gets you entered into the raffle. And if you want to win it, you should donate towards that. Use the comment Diva, Overwatch, Funko Pop, something like that. I don't know. It's not a Funko Pop, but it's like that kind of thing. I don't remember what Nikki and Harrison said the actual brand is, but it's a really nice one. I want to say it's the same as I got Harrison for Christmas, the old Kirby statue. I think it's the same brand. I could be wrong on that. I can't think of the name of the brand either. For that one either. So I'm thinking it's that one, but I could be wrong. Yeah, you got that donation incentive going on. Also, we have the lump sum donation of $1,000 to shave everything off my head. So eyebrows, beard, hair, everything hair-wise must go. If you want to see what that looks like, donate $1,000 for that, and then you get to see me with no hair. Also have a $200 goal that I'm halfway to for playing Spyro 2 with a one-hand controller. So if you want to see that, be sure to donate towards that. It'd be awesome because I want to do it, and I want to see how hard it is to play the game, because that is a game I have played and beaten before, and that's actually one of my favorite. I mean, Spyro 2 is fantastic. It improved everything on what Spyro 1 was, and then some. So, yeah. Let's see. As far as streaming schedule next week, we have Nikki at Night on Tuesday, possibly Foros Duo, maybe. You never know. Might be on Tuesday, or it might be on some point on the weekend, because, you know, hey, that's a good reason why you should follow us on Twitch, because then you get to see when we go live, and you get notifications for that. Let's see. Sorry, I don't mean to lip smack so much. And then we have on Wednesday some more Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I'll be playing that possibly on the real Super Nintendo, maybe still running it through emulation. I don't know. We shall see. It depends. We'll see what happens, because I'm waiting on the other. I gotta see if that one part fixes mine. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well. It's just become a part Super Nintendo, and hopefully maybe the other one will come in soon, and that one will work, and we won't have to worry about it anymore. We'll see. Apparently, they're just notorious for having issues for whatever reason, which kind of sucks, because I really like this one, because this one has the native RGB out, and so it gets a really good picture out of it. So, anyway, I don't know if we have anything on next Friday, but excuse me. But we do, as far as events else coming up, we do have, if you're going to be in the Topeka area, Topeka's first ever Renaissance Festival at the Woodshed, which is in North Topeka on North Kansas Avenue. You should come check that out. It'll be June 21st and 22nd. Nikki and I will be there in some capacity. What we'll be doing, I don't know what we'll be doing. We'll be doing something, I guess. But yeah, you should come check it out. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. So, always good to support local new stuff. So, check out potatoplacegaming.com. That's where our links to our socials and our lovely merch store, where you can buy all the cool things, and plus 10% of the profits go to X Life as well. So, buying merch helps kids as well. Also, let's see. If you have Amazon Prime, you already get one free Twitch subscription per month to anyone on Twitch, and we'd be much appreciated if you use on us, because it helps us make money so that we can afford to make a better production for you all to enjoy, and allows us to fix and repair stuff as needed. Yeah, I think that's it. And if you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/@potatoplacegaming, that is our archive of all of our videos from way back in the day, from when it was just me. So there's a lot of stuff. You should check that out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you should follow us on Twitch so you can see when we go live. So yeah, I believe that's it. So hope everyone has a fantastic day or night or whenever you're watching this, and see you all later. Bye.